Greetings and welcome back. In this episode, I am going to show you how to import and export from your GURPS GCA or GURPS Character Assistant to your Fantasy Grounds. And it's really quite simple. The first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to have to run to the site and go to Downloads and Accessories and download the sheets. And the sheets there will allow you to make this work. These can be then, it's very simple. All you have to do is unzip them into your My Documents slash GURPS Character Assistant folder slash Sheets. And inside that Sheets folder, you just unzip them there, and they'll be available to your GCA after you restart it. So I have a character here already ready to go, and a word of advice before you do this: this is also available for not only PCs but NPCs. So you want to be aware beforehand of which one you want to do, because one of the things available is description will be available to the NPCs, because the PC characters have no description field. They have notes, and the notes will be available to the PC characters onto their note tab. The description tab, or the main tab for your NPCs, the description will go in there in a format along with the other information like name and age and appearance and such. So keep that in mind when you make your characters. In this particular one, I'm going to do both a PC and an NPC, so I filled in both. And we'll go ahead and get started on this. All you have to do to make it ready for Fantasy Grounds is, after you have the filters installed, you'll go to export, and for the PCs you want the new export XML for Fantasy Grounds 2. That's what it'll be called. You want to make sure you check plain text and check the custom format file. And for the format, you want .xml and click OK. You can then save this file anywhere. I'm going to rename this 6 because I've already done this a couple times when I was working on the filters, and just save it. Now I have my Fantasy Grounds already open, so I'll come over here, and this is going to be a PC, so the PCs available will be right here. So I'll just leave this open so you can see it going in. You type in import car, or character, which for short, and hit enter. You'll get a file dialog, and you look for the thing. In this case, this was Neighborhood Punk number I gave him a weird number. Let's see. Neighborhood Punk 6. There he is, right there. And I'll go ahead and open. And there you see him there, ready to go. So he's now a PC. So, and there's his character sheet filled out as he was on before. His traits available. His skills are ready to go, ready to roll. And if he had spells, they would be there. His combat abilities. If he had any other equipment, they'd be there too. And a small inventory, so he has a small thing, so he has his knife there, ready to go. Notes. Both description and notes go there, so there you go. And he's ready to be claimed by a PC, so all the things are now rollable, ready to play. So he's good to go. Now, say I want that same character as a NPC. Now, I'll go ahead and close that. Leave this window open. Here's some of my NPCs. I'm going to go ahead and now go back to GCA, and I'm going to export him as an NPC. And this time we want the export NPC XML for Fantasy Grounds 2. And the same process, plain text, custom format, and the custom format is .xml. And click OK. Now this time I made that one name, so this time I'm going to type in NPC 6 so I know the difference between him and the other one that I made. And save. Now going back to Fantasy Grounds, I'm going to type in import NPC, click enter, locate, there he is, and as you see him right there ready to go. So I click him, his bat doesn't have a thing there, so sometimes it gets things right. It's, you know, there's so many variables in Fantasy Grounds that you can't get everything right. So I'm going to type in swing, since it's a bat, and he's ready to go. Now some things like Bowie knife might not function correctly. Because of certain formatting issues, and that's common. Like I don't need the small there, or to know that there's a small there, so I could take that out. And now I have them ready to roll. Oh. And then for of course, for damage, just hold down Alt, and you can get the damage out of it. So there's his traits and his skills ready to go. Some of these might need editing too, like that one there. They'll still work, but you know, some people might be OCD and be able to edit them in. But he's ready to play. His spells would be down there in the skills if he had spells. The other tab, he's got his inventory and his main right there, showing both his appearance and his description. So, and it's really quite simple. Again, I'll stress on the NPCs. You know, there's so many variables in the ways that GURPS accepts as the way it expects things to be certainly written or absolutely written, and the parsing script is a little touchy, but a little bit of editing, you can get it working in no time at all. And it's a lot faster than going in and typing all this by hand. And I hope this helps you out. There's a few other features. I might as well go right into them. You can export your entire library with /export NPC, and it'll export your entire library of NPCs as a single file, which you can import them in to another campaign. You can do the export car the same way. Now, export NPC without any other add-on words will export all of them. You can also name your characters by specifically, like export Janice Hill, and it will export that particularly one character right here, one NPC. The same goes for exporting PCs or export character. So that comes in handy if you have to transfer back and forth, and also being able to write both not only your PCs but your NPCs in GCA just makes the whole world much better. I hope you find this helpful, and I'll be making more, and I'll see you around.